The Volkswagen Passat has been in production since 1973, and since then, over 15 million of these cars have rolled off the production line. How has it been so successful? Well, it's always been offered as a reliable and well-made saloon car, but for a reasonable price. This latest car looks to build on that ideology, while giving buyers slightly more luxury than they used to. However, with so many other good rivals on the market, the Passat has a tough job on its hands. This car was first introduced back in 2015, but is underpinned by the very latest chassis architecture. This Passat is now the largest version ever made, which should translate to greater levels of interior space and comfort. The front end styling of the car is classic Volkswagen, with a large and prominent badge, as well as sharp angular lines that really eradicate any doubt about who makes this car. But the styling may be a little too subdued for some, especially those who want to stand out. There's plenty to like about the Passat's interior. It's well put together, but then lower down there are some harsher plastics, and when you consider that some of these cars are retailing for upwards of £30,000, that's not quite good enough. All cars get a nice touchscreen display, which integrates DAB radio and Bluetooth connectivity. The Passat's conventional dials have been replaced by this excellent TFT screen, which will be familiar to many drivers of Audi's current generation cars. There's a good range of engines offered with the Passat, though if you're looking for a petrol, it's not as conventional as you think, but we'll come to that in a minute. As far as oil burners go, there's a 1.6 litre diesel and a 2 litre diesel, with the latter offered in 2 stages of tune. Now if you're looking for something with a little more punch, there's also a top of the range twin turbo diesel with 4-wheel drive, which is a little bit quicker than the rest of the range. Now I did mention before about a petrol engine, and that unit is linked to an electric motor in the Passat GTE. Now that is claimed to offer 133 miles per gallon. Will you see that day to day? Probably not, but Volkswagen claims it'll also do 35 miles in all-electric mode, so if you're looking to keep costs low, that might be your best choice. Up and running, the Passat feels much like its predecessor. It's got good levels of body control, and it rides really nicely. Road and wind noise are kept to a minimum too. There's not much steering feel, but that doesn't make it difficult to drive. You just don't get much feedback from the front wheels. If you're looking to keep costs down, the Passat is a smart choice. Most cars will return around 70 mpg and emit just 110 grams of CO2 per kilometre, which isn't bad for a heavy 4-door saloon. The Passat offers a compelling argument for itself. It's well spec'd inside, it's solidly built, and it rides nicely too. However, the price of some higher end versions does put it perilously close to more premium rivals, and that may dissuade some people from picking it.